Welcome to my Me Time Monday Wellness Hack on the Caregiver Convoy and thank yous. This is a Me Time Monday Wellness Hack, which is part of our Self-Care in 7-Minute Solution video series. I'm Sherri, gerontologist, author of Me Time Monday, and CEO of the Caregiving Club. Today, 53 million Americans are caring for an older adult, and yet many feel they are all alone. This tireless volunteer army of a long-term care system needs support and recognition, which we are celebrating on February 21st, now designated as National Caregivers Day. Pets are social animals, and we live linked lives. One life affects others, and when it comes to health, diagnosis is not just for the person with the disease or disability, it impacts their family caregiver as well. Our wellness hack this week is to help family caregivers appreciate the role they play and to find sources of personal strength on their journey, but also to acknowledge and applaud their efforts, and for those who know a caregiver, to join their caregiver convoy and show an act of kindness and support on February 21st and throughout the year. In my first book, I was inspired by research on Indigenous people in Australia's outback and how a special ritual resembled the journey caregivers take. I received so much feedback on the story, I included it in my second book, Me Time Monday, in the spiritual wellness chapter. I called it the Caregiver Walkabout. Here's what I wrote. There is a cultural tradition among Australian Aborigines that very closely resembles the journey caregivers take. It is called a walkabout, and it is a rite of passage for adolescent boys to become men. These young boys have no choice on whether they want to do this or not. It is a long-held tradition these people believe connects them to the land they love. They are sent out alone into the outback, sometimes spending months in solitude. Many of the boys follow ancient songlines or dreaming tracks where they learn to find food and shelter, the same types of food and rock formations their ancestors found before them. During this quest, they develop deep self-awareness, and when they return to their families, they have a greater sense of who they are, their importance to their family, and their heritage. In many ways, caregivers are on a walkabout. You may feel you had no choice to become a caregiver. You may spend months or years feeling all alone in your journey. But along the way, you learn about food and shelter and legal paperwork and insurance rules, in the care of your aging or ill loved one. When you return from your caregiving journey, hopefully you will feel a sense of connectedness to your past and your future. In this journey called life, you understand your purpose and your role. And while you may have felt alone in the caregiving outback, friends, experts, and others were helping to guide you. They were in the stars and the whispers of the wind at night. When you open your eyes and realize you are or will be a caregiver, you will know you are not alone. Welcome to the cast of caregivers. Now, while caregiving may seem like a solo journey that helps us build personal strengths and resiliency, we also need a circle of care to keep us going in tougher times. Gerontologists call relationship circles your social convoy. For caregivers, I call it your caregiver convoy. These are the people who travel with you on your journey, and they play unique roles in helping caregivers manage any stress or strain you may experience. Now, the graphic in my Me Time Monday book is in the social wellness chapter. And again, it was used by researchers to help caregivers visualize their caregiver convoy, the various layers of people around us we can count on when we become caregivers. Since so many caregivers express the feeling of being all alone, this graph actually allows caregivers to objectively assess if that thought is true, or are there people who can help us on the caregiving journey? So in the graphic, you are at the center as the caregiver. You are at the center of everything. Now, the first inner circle around you is the one person, or maybe a couple of people, who always have your back. And those are the people or person that you can call in any situation, even at 3 a.m., and they will be there for you. Now, the second circle, outside of that inner circle, are for those people who want to help, but maybe they don't know how, or you know, they're just not sure what kind of support they can lend you. It could be family, friends, support group friends, but it is anyone who helps share some of the load in your caregiving journey. For instance, if your sister-in-law is an attorney, maybe she can help with the legal documents needed. Or if you have a cousin who is a nurse, maybe he can interpret the medical billing or insurance claims that you're trying to review. Even adult children can help out, entertaining or sitting with a grandparent or running errands for you, the caregiver. And then finally, the third outer circle are the people who help you put a short pause on caregiving and make you laugh or get you to think about other things. Maybe they take you to a movie or a coffee date or join you at a gym class or even for a short walk. They are helping you, the caregiver, find balance again. So who is in your caregiver convoy? And finally, we say thank you to our brave military veterans and first responders. Thank you to teachers and coaches. Thank you to a waitress or a coffee barista. And even thank you to random strangers who help us out. But one thing family caregivers do not hear enough of is thank you. So take a moment on February 21st and thank a caregiver you know. Maybe it's your wife, son, sister, coworker, or neighbor. Let them know how much you appreciate what they are doing to care for a loved one. And if you are the caregiver, write yourself a thank you note. Write thank you on a piece of paper. Tape it to your bedroom mirror, refrigerator, car mirror, wherever you're going to see it throughout the day. And it's a way to remind yourself of the love and care you provide that even if it is not said, was felt. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this Me Time Monday wellness hack. Every Monday, I will have a new self-care in 7 minutes video. You can find more information in my book, Me Time Monday, the weekly wellness plan to find balance and joy for a busy life, or visit MeTimeMonday.com or CaregivingClub.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our Caregiving Club YouTube channel to get all the self-care in 7 minutes videos every Monday. Care and stay well.